Hey,
Hello, everybody. Excited utterance here, and I have Dolly Talk.
hey, how's everyone doing?
Ah, um, it is super duper morning here. You can see my sun coming through the wall over there, and I think it is afternoon slash late afternoon, evening
Yep.
for you people yesterday because you're so far behind. And guess what day it is?
Yes.
I don't care what day of the week it is Cat Mellender Day
Awesome.
here in Chazzle Dazzle world. So it is Chandler's hot girlfriend who completely believed in him right up to the second that she found out, I think, probably about the torso in her mother's girlfriend's woodlands. Pretty sure that might have been a deal breaker.
Yeah, you never
Pretty
know.
sure that might have been
True
it.
love finds
Don't
a way.
know. True love does find a way. Hello, everybody. Now, I think Darley's hungry, needs to
Yeah, I'll
go
be right
get
back.
his food. Off
I'll
you go.
set up a
I'll
duel in
just
just a
say,
sec.
oh, yeah, you're going to dual stream?
Or do we normally do this?
You can dual stream
Okay.
away. Off you go.
Okay. All right, just
Yeah,
give me a minute.
cool. Yeah, cool. And meanwhile, I'll say hello to everybody who we got here. Eris, you're always early and onto these things. How are you? Leave a tip. What else did you say? YouTubey things. Yep. Just here to say nice stuff. And Pixie, how you going? How's it morning already? I know. Well, it's not morning for everybody else because they're back in the dark ages. Jackpot Springs. How are you? You are always so kind. What else we got here? I can't see anybody else. Oh, Murph's here. People are trickling in. It's
There we
Price
go.
is Right Day. Hang on. Let's see what I can do about that. Let's see what I can do about that.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Come on down.
Yeah. Why is it looping?
Oh, it's set
No,
on loop.
stop
You have
that.
to undo
No,
the loop.
I know.
Oh,
I just had to press stop, and it will stop. That's what
okay.
had to happen. Yeah, cool. Very good. All right, all lights here. Hey, all, I'm totally flabbergasted by the entire situation. It's like, oh, tell, what's that about? I'm not keeping up with that one at all. Someone tell me.
I'm not familiar.
Isn't that the one that Baker's covering? And Jesse?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
What happened? Tell me.
Basically, two. They said there was
Hey,
personal
Flower.
issues with the jury. They dismissed two of the jurors and one of the alternates.
Oh, is
There were
that what's been taking
shenanigans.
so long?
Yeah. So now they have to start all over again.
The trial?
No. The jury or the deliberations.
Deliberations.
It probably should have been a mistrial because I don't know. The prosecution looked really, really, really pissed, and the defense looked really, really happy. So I don't know what the jury makeup was of those jurors that got
Hey,
excused.
is the clerk of court called Becky?
Probably.
Becky's sister.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
That's really sus.
Yeah.
That's super duper sus. What the hell? 3 jurors? Sorry, what?
2 jurors and 1
3?
alternate.
You got a soundbite? What was it? What did I do?
Oh, what'd you do now?
I don't know. Was it the Becky thing? Okay, cool. Sure. Hang on. Okay. All Unread and Murph, you guys have always got. Absolutely. Ah, damn it.
What happened? Ah! What's going on? Ruh-roh. This is awkward. I don't like being big. Ruh-roh. So I guess I can pull up Kat's testimony. Or you maybe can contact me. Maybe she's having internet issues.
I'm here.
Oh, yay!
Okay. Lately, Chrome has been doing this thing.
Mhm.
So if that happens, Chrome has been doing this thing. Like it's just been freezing in the
Yeah.
middle of
Oh,
anything, basically. Like it doesn't even have to be streaming. It can be anything at all. If you've got like a few tabs open that are using a fair bit of
energy.
memory. And because Melissa Jane was saying the same thing the other day, that it must need it's at its latest update, but it must have some bug in it at the moment. But sorry guys about that, and that's why the powers of StreamYard are so amazing that you can actually leave your live stream and come back to it, and it's still there. You guys are still there. Everything's still happening. So I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, guys, back to what I was talking about. Murph and Online was saying what's going on.
Yeah.
2 deliberating jurors and 1 alternate suddenly had issues after being questioned for 2 hours. Yeah, that sounds like Becky. Oh, Mel. Yeah, you're here. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, see, you backed me up on the Chrome thing. Yeah, cool. And what's the other thing? Oh, is Kaiser here?
Oh, hey, Kaiser.
Kaiser, you got link? Oh, actually, no. You told me that you're busy tonight. That's okay. But yeah, chill. All good. That is nuts. Because you guys have been waiting for a verdict for days, and I mean, you guys aren't like the people who really need the verdict, probably.
Oh, and then when the judge put in the 2 new jurors, he's like, "Well, I got some stuff today I got to do, so we're just going to go ahead and send you guys home. Come back tomorrow. We'll just start deliberations fresh tomorrow." It was like lunchtime.
I go down the pub.
Yeah.
Hey, David.
Hey.
Thank you, Mel. Yes, it's true. We're going to complain to Chrome, complain to Google. That'll work. Yeah, they'll listen to us. All right, let's get into this, people. Yep. Oh, Kaiser, still working at the office. Tuned in. That's cool. Well, I bet. Okay, Kaiser knows a lot about this trial, so you people really need to be listening hard and watching, because the thing is that today is pub trivia day as usual. Woo-hoo. And it's getting competitive. We've had some big winners. Pixie's here too. She's a previous winner. Online, are you the current winner? I think you are, aren't you? Hello? Carlene, I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, no, you were here the other day, weren't you? You swear you're paying attention? Look, the proof is going to be in the leaderboard, Mel. And Mimsy, I called you. I said it right, Mimsy. I usually say Mimzed. Okay, I'm getting completely distracted now. All right, so present, share screen. Go. And, right, so Kat, I've worked out we can view it on 1.5. I'm gonna run her though at 1.25 to start off with and see how you like that.
Okay.
And we're only going to view her today. That's it. Only Kat.
Okay. Was it kind of long?
Fairly. Not maybe an hour. Okay. But if we run it a bit quicker than that. Sure. And I think that's plenty. I think that will be plenty. She has enough to say. Although she has nowhere near as much to say as she did on the couch
Yeah.
Did you verbally answer?
Yeah. Oh, hello, MLS. What you up to?
Hey, David.
Okay, I'm here. It's like pre-COVID. Leaving the office at 4:42 is stupid. It should be outlawed. Hey, back at COVID. Oh, pre-COVID. Yeah, you're right. Pre-COVID, everything sucked in terms of being at the office. Alrighty. Now I need to put this onto the stage. Oh, I didn't even put it on the stage. And I need to change my background to have some spare ribs. Lovely. Oh, you do have a premiere coming up, don't you, Mel? Pre-COVID, like pre-diabetes. Yes. All
Yes
right,
to the
get
oath.
into it.
Yes.
Thank you. Secondly, are you in a position where you believe you can safely and responsibly testify without wearing a mask?
No.
You need to wear your mask in order to believe you can protect yourself
Let me know how
from
the audio is,
the
guys.
virus and
Yes.
the safety concerns.
virus.
All right. Then I won't force you to not. I won't force you to take off your mask if you believe that is true.
Thank you.
All right.
You work in the healthcare field, do you not?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, how
Could you
fun.
please state and spell your name for us?
Catherine Mellender, Cathryn, Mellender, Mellender.
It's boosted, I'm sorry.
Really close because the fans are on.
Does that sound better? Not ringing in your ears so much?
On the softer side, and you have a mask.
Maybe a little more.
Okay.
Being up really close to it will make sure we can all. Thank you.
No, that's as far as it goes, but just
Correct.
get used to
Can I
it
call
for a
you Kat
sec.
today?
Yes, please.
Okay. Kat, how old are you?
I'm 21 years of age.
And do you live here in the Madison area?
I do live in the Madison area.
Okay. And do you know someone named Chandler Halderson?
I do.
How do you know Chandler?
We were in a relationship.
At this point, something's going to happen. The judge is going to ask everyone out here to lower their mask, and I'm going to ask if you see Chandler in the courtroom. It's one of the strange things we're going to do. So the judge will go.
Don't say anything until everybody has remasked. If everyone can lower their masks for a count of 3, 1, everybody within the courtroom.
It's echoing?
Except in the jury box. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, replace your masks.
Is Chandler in the room here today?
Yes.
Can you tell me where he's sitting and describe what he's wearing?
So over there with a blue tie and a blazer.
I'd ask the record to reflect identification of the defendant.
It shall. Thank you.
When did you first begin your relationship with Chandler?
In August 2019.
Does that help?
And how did you meet?
That's fine for me.
We met through a friend.
What was Chandler, what was going on in his life when you first met? What was he doing in his life?
He was attending college. He was living at home and preparing to move into an apartment.
Taking human anatomy.
Dog sitting quite often.
And where were you in life? What were you up to when you first met back in 2019?
When I first met Chandler, I was going to school as well, part of Student Senate, doing shows in the theater department.
What types of things did you and Chandler do in your relationship? Did you go on a lot of dates together?
Yeah, we would grab dinners, have movie dates, just sit at home.
Can
watch
you wait just a
movies,
moment, guys?
go on walks quite often.
Oh, hang on.
Play with the dogs. That was a big thing. We loved playing frisbee with the dogs. Start shows
Is
together.
it better or not?
Around
Might just need
2019
to-
and 2020, and then
Thank
obviously.
you, Dave. Maybe if you
this
leave
year
and
a
come
little
back
bit,
in.
the last year,
Oh, okay.
2021.
No echo
There's
now?
no echo.
How would you and Chandler communicate with each other? Just by calling each other, or
Good.
are there other things? too?
Thank you.
We would talk on Snapchat, text, FaceTime, and call quite often.
Yeah.
Cool.
Snapchat.
There was a setting wrong. Thank you.
Would you also, so it's text, Snapchat, call,
I'm just gonna
FaceTime?
take a screenshot of that.
Would sometimes you start communicating about a subject on one and then switch to another and then switch back?
Yes.
Fair to say you communicated or you texted a lot with Chandler.
Yes.
And you've seen in this case, probably at some point, printouts of even just a couple of days of your text messages, which are hundreds
Yeah,
of
it
pages
does
long,
cut
right?
off. You're right.
Yes.
I know why.
Did you have any sort of relationship with Chandler's family?
Weirdo
Yes.
thing.
Let's start with this
Really
girl,
weird.
Mitchell. Did you know Mitchell?
I did know Mitchell.
Ooh, a
Tell me
day,
about your
isn't it?
relationship with Mitchell.
I would hang out with him at the family events, be it like dinner or for the holidays. We had a game night at his home once with Caitlin and Chandler and myself. Usually see him during family events.
What about, let's start with Bart. Did you have a relationship, or how did you know Bart Halderson?
I knew Mr. Halderson through Chandler. I would be at their home quite often, and he would show me fishing tips,
That's what it is.
or if I was cooking, him and Mrs. Halderson would be in the kitchen, and we would have game nights quite often. We would also play Mario Kart together a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, Mario Kart's so sad, I know. Makes me cry too.
What about Krista? Could you tell me about your relationship with Krista Halderson?
Mrs. Halderson and I, we would text often about what we're doing in our lives and talk about the dogs and Chandler, and like we would talk about recipes and food we want to try, and if I was cooking something.
Did you say who we
my
want to
culture,
try in the
I
recipe?
would always be excited, and we talk about it, and always talk about game nights and wanting to do a girls' trip to Disneyland together with her, I, and Caitlin.
You texted often with Miss Halderson?
Yes, I did.
Flower, house,
Positive relationship, a good relationship?
Yeah,
Did you like her?
I did like Miss Halderson a lot.
Did you like Mr. Halderson?
Yes, I did.
You were over at the Halderson home quite a bit,
Very often, yes.
and that's
I'm
over
gonna
in
giggle
Windsor,
for you.
Air Springs
Alright.
Circle.
Yes.
That's fine. I'll sure. Whereabouts?
Leading questions.
We'll withdraw the question and I'll ask it again. Whereabouts did the Haldersons live?
They lived in Windsor, past that big church. I don't know the road of it, but it was past the big church, right by a pond.
When you were over at the house, did you mostly stick in one spot, or did you kind of treat it like your own home, go wherever you needed to go?
I would go wherever I needed to go within reason.
Back in June of this year, just before maybe everything that we're going to talk about happened, were you over at the Halderson home and had an occasion to maybe go in the basement?
Yes.
Why did you go in the basement while you were over there?
I went into the basement to grab ice cream and soda to make root beer floats with Mr. and Mrs. Halderson and Chandler.
And this is sometime in, when is it?
June.
And why were you going to the basement to grab those things? They were in the basement?
They were in the basement and the freezer.
Oh,
The Haldersons had a freezer in the basement?
2.
I'll sustain.
oh, there's leading questions going on.
Tell me about what freezers the Haldersons had.
Yeah, no shit.
They had a chest freezer and then a tall one, kind of like a fridge, but it was just a freezer.
Okay. And did you have an occasion ever to go in the chest freezer?
Yes.
And what types of things were in there?
Mostly fish, specifically salmon, veggies. Sometimes they'd keep ice bags in there.
Was it full? The other freezer, did you have occasions to go in that on occasion?
Just once.
Okay. And was it used in full?
Yes.
Is there a screen on in front of you right now?
Oh, is there a screen on?
I'm going to show you Exhibit 21 received into evidence in this case.
He's so theatrical. Like,
I think we went too far, Judge.
he's trying to be
There's a happy
theatrical.
medium there in this
He's
section.
trying to be endearing.
No, that's what we discussed.
Oh, the Elmo. Elmo has a giant glare on it.
There's a little bit of a glare on that, but is that
A little bit.
look to be the Halderson's basement or something else?
Yes, it's the Halderson basement.
And that chest freezer that's open right there, is that the chest freezer that you had been in previously?
Yes,
And was it full when you saw it in June?
yes,
Was it sitting like that open when you saw it last?
no,
Was it in that general location when you saw it last?
It just sits around open like that. Like,
yes.
right? Gross. I'm not a
In your
fan of
relationship
fish.
with
If
Chandler,
people don't know that
was
already.
there a lot of discussion about money?
Live in their own excrement.
Yes,
They breathe their own
Uh,
excrement.
Was it important to you that whoever you were dating have a job or going to school or something?
Oh,
yes.
Can you tell me why that would be important?
Cats and dogs fighting.
Just think being self-sufficient. It's either in school or working.
As far as you knew, in 2020 and this year even, 2021, let's say spring of last year, was Chandler going to school?
Yes,
Did he talk about that with you?
yes.
What did you know about where Chandler was going to school and what he was doing?
Okay, okay.
He was taking classes online through MITC for UW, and it was for an IT degree.
Yeah, all right.
Would Chandler talk a lot about school with you?
It's okay.
Often,
Nice to meet you.
What kind of things would you talk about?
one would have tests or homework that we were doing.
Going into in this year, did he ever show you any sort of like work he was doing for school and projects, things like that?
He showed me some coding he was doing once.
For a class?
It's all right. Okay.
You said he was going online. Did Chandler ever physically go there as far as you knew? For a class?
I don't remember.
This spring, going into the summer, prior to everything happening, did you believe Chandler was going to MATC?
Yes,
Did you ever see his grades? Did he ever share his grades with you or transcripts or anything like that?
no, he didn't show me.
Yes. This is
Do you know
Sarah.
how close he was to graduating?
One class away, I believed.
I know.
Did you and Chandler ever talk about him working with police at all, with scuba diving or anything like that?
With the DNR.
Sure. Tell me about that.
Baby.
He told
Yes.
me he would scuba dive for the DNR and then sometimes help out the police through DNR.
Did he say what he would do for them, like specifically?
Scuba diving, look in the lakes for stuff.
Was this like a job or a volunteer thing? What was your understanding from Chandler?
Shut up,
I believe it was a job.
And did he have this throughout the time you were dating?
During the summer.
Were there ever times where Chandler would go to that job as far as you knew, or need to schedule time to be there?
Yes.
How would that come up?
He would just tell me he had to be on call days and we couldn't hang out those days, or he would only have select time to hang out, or else he'd be on call.
So there'd be times you couldn't hang out because he would say he was on
Got
call.
that right online.
How often would that come up in your relationship?
I don't remember.
But it came up?
It did.
Okay. Did you ever see Chandler with any sort of scuba diving equipment, oxygen tanks, those flippers that people put on, anything like that?
No.
Did you believe he worked at this dive team job back at that time?
Yes.
At some points, year and a half or so, did Chandler get a job with American Family Insurance?
Yes.
And what did Chandler tell you about that, or what did you know about what he was doing?
That it was an internship to help graduate through school, and she'd be doing stuff with solar panels and laying out plans for companies, going through American Family and such.
So it was an internship. Was it eventually a job or something else? Or they got paid?
A paid internship, I believe.
Okay. Did he ever show you any of his work that he was working on?
He showed me a plan on a whiteboard that he was drawing up.
When you say a whiteboard, what do you mean by that?
So I actually drew
Like
something.
a whiteboard that you hang up in your home or see in school.
Okay.
Yeah, boo.
And what was on that whiteboard that he was showing you, if you remember?
A building and where they wanted to place the solar panels and how it was by a highway, so it would be a safety hazard for the direction they want to point it in.
Technically
Because
three
of the
caps.
angle of the sun could be blinding the driver.
Aw.
Did you seem excited about the project when he was talking to you about it?
Yes.
Jonathan. I was talking about the
Did
witness.
Chandler have any issues with pay at American Family Insurance?
Being capped.
Paychecks?
Oh yeah, cat.
Tell me what you know about that from Chandler.
That there was something going on with who American Family would go through
Really don't
for
like
payment.
that. Something
That it
wrong.
just, the check went to the wrong address and then it had to be canceled, and then
Same.
he tried setting up for direct deposit and something happened with that, and then the amount that they had to pay him was too much, so they didn't believe they owed someone that amount of money, and then it just wasn't getting to him.
Because of this issue or maybe others, were there times in your relationship where it didn't seem like Chandler had a lot of money?
Yes.
When you all went out to get food or something along those lines, would it be more common for you to pay or for him to pay, or how would that work?
For me to pay.
Gee, I wonder why. Where's we got the most awesome dogs?
Yeah. You might not have some specific dates, and that's totally okay, but do you know approximately kind of the time period Chandler was working at American Family Insurance?
Believe January until the spring.
Kind of the same questions before MATC when asked about transcripts. Regarding American Family Insurance, did you ever see any documents, pay stubs, contracts, HR stuff, anything with like the logo of American Family kind of around Chandler or in his bedroom or anything like that?
I did not.
And in that time period, you were dating 2020 and 2021. While he said he had this job, did you believe he was working at American Family Insurance?
Yes, I did.
Oh, like, don't forget the
At
driving. The
At
job
some
also
point going into
driving.
2021, so just last year before the summer, did it appear that Chandler had gotten a new job or was in the process of getting a new job?
Yes.
And where was that job at?
The company or the location?
What was the company?
SpaceX.
Okay. So what's going to happen now is the attorneys and I are going to talk to the judge for 1 second. So some weird white noise is going to come on. Be a good second to take a drink of water if you want. It's going to be about 1 minute.
They knocked it over. I need to set it back up.
I clearly love that thing you bought them. I need to get one of those, don't I? Well, I can't really get cat toys like that because the dog would find that even more of a reason to cause like a cartoon situation where it's like
How did you first learn that Chandler was going to work at SpaceX?
He mentioned it while we were on a call.
Did he have an interview?
Yes.
Okay. I want to show you what's been marked as this case. In this case, it's exhibits 506. But I want you to look at that for a second and just quickly, you'll notice we've redacted some things. You've seen this type of exhibit before, correct?
Correct.
And we've redacted your phone number out of this, have we not?
Yes.
Okay. Chandler's saved in your phone as kind of a name. What is that name?
Hubby.
And that's just something you would call him?
Yes.
Okay. But are these messages, Chandler and you, look like back in May of this year?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the first one that Chandler says?
I have a good feeling about SpaceX.
Okay. I'll move 506 into evidence.
Any objection?
Subject to what was said on the record, no.
It is
Say,
received.
come on the screen, okay? We're going to talk about some of them. Just real quick, because it's the first one that we're going to do that looks like this. Your phone was taken by the police and downloaded in the course of this investigation, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
So we're going to try to get the lighting just right, and that might be the trick right there. So in the blue here, that's Chandler, correct?
Correct.
I have a good feeling about SpaceX, and if we're looking at it, the date on these messages is down there. It's also right there, but this one I'll read out loud just 'cause it's a bit hard to see. We're at the 23rd of May of 2020. You say, I'm proud of you. What does Chandler say there?
Thanks. I hope I get a job.
You
He's
say,
riveting, isn't he?
me too. General, were you hoping Chandler got this job?
Yes.
Why?
He's excited about it. A lot of pay.
A lot of pay. Did Chandler ever tell you how much money he'd be
Making the
making?
Benjamins.
Around 800,000.
800,000?
Sorry, I apologize. 80,000.
80,000? Okay. So after you say me too, we're still on the 23rd, he says, I'll be happy.
I will be happy.
Oh, be happy.
You respond, I'll be very happy for you too.
How
To
romantic.
get the money you want, the job you want, right?
They're just
You're happy
so
for him.
dull. Like everything back and forth between them is just like, yes, I know. I'll be happy. I'll be
We talked
happy.
a little bit, and we're going to flip through some of these
Sure.
that maybe aren't super relevant. We talked about, you texted a lot.
How's your day? Fine.
But you're talking about the location and the money, and Chandler says, can you read that one for us?
But I'll be happy with money.
Laying this
And you
conversation.
said maybe they'll transfer you in a couple years. Was there any discussion about that around that time?
Yes.
And what was that discussion about? Maybe transferring or where the job was?
The job was in Florida.
And that would take you to Florida as well?
Correct.
Okay. Was it your intention to move with Chandler?
Yes.
And on May 24th, he sends you this message. What does it say?
No,
I
she
have a follow-up interview
does
with Laura
have
tomorrow.
bleach in her hair. Like she has different colors in her hair, guys. Like underneath, there's
And is
blonde.
that kind of approach.
yeah.
On the
It's a look.
25th now of May, you're saying, tell me, kind of in an exaggerated fashion, but just tell me what's going on.
Yes.
It
What
was
is
more
Janet?
pronounced in her interrogation.
Sorry, I got the
Like,
job.
more blonde. She's
And you say, congratulations.
I think it looks better now. Like there's less of that. Those blonde sort of skunk streaks. Remember Skunk Lady?
You have a discussion about the
That
job
was
in
in,
general and eventually
child.
Chandler.
The baby,
The same day, the
the
25th.
border
What does he
cop
say to you?
one in Texas.
I have training next week over the computer,
Yeah.
and I leave June 11th and start on
Bit
June
like that.
14th.
With the hair from that. So?
Hmm?
Remember the professor?
You and Chandler
lawyer
discussed perhaps, I think you said that you were going to move eventually, right?
Texas border.
Is it going to be right away, or were you going to wait a couple?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a couple weeks.
Yep. Remember her hair? How it was like skunk.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Chandler
yes,
was
thank you.
the 25th.
Her hair's a
I'll
bit
come
like
back
that.
every other weekend,
It's more
Tom.
like dark on the top
And what
and
else?
blonde.
I can send you
underneath.
money till your lease is up and you move in with me.
No, blah, 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 blah.
The text messages that day end with Chandler sending you a couple messages. Can you read the first one?
If you're positive you want to be with me for the long run.
Was that in relation to you moving with him?
Yes.
And he says,
Carol
what last?
says don't ignore her.
Because if you're not, then I don't think you should.
Unless you
Just made me
like,
sneeze. Hi, Farrell.
don't want to wake up one day.
Did you text me?
Okay.
Did the topic of you and Chandler moving to Florida, is that something you talked about a lot?
Yes.
Were you excited about that?
Yes.
Did you tell your family?
Yes.
Did you tell your friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what's been marked in this
I haven't
case.
seen it yet, sweetie.
Exhibit number 507. Can you tell me what that is?
A screenshot of the SpaceX location in Florida.
And was this taken off your phone?
Yes.
Why'd you take that screenshot?
I was curious about the location of the company.
Okay. What's exhibit number 508?
A screenshot from Zillow of homes in Titusville, Florida.
Okay. And it's a screenshot, but there's something else in that screenshot in the top right corner. What is that?
Chandler?
How does this happen? This is on your phone. You're taking a screenshot?
Yes.
Are you FaceTiming at this time?
Yes.
And are you looking up? What are you looking up there?
Homes for sale.
In Florida?
Yes.
I'll show you. It's been marked as exhibit 509. What's that?
A pool.
And was this another one of the homes you were looking up?
Yes.
When you took these screenshots, when you were FaceTiming with your boyfriend at the time, did you believe that you were possibly going to be moving to Florida and maybe buying a home or renting an apartment, things of that sort?
Yes.
Fair to say these homes you were looking up weren't cheap either.
No.
Did you think you'd be having some money available to you?
Yes.
All right, I'll move 507, 508, 509 into evidence.
Any objection?
No.
They are received. They may be published.
I think they will.
Just briefly, this is exhibit number 507. I just showed you, this is what we're talking about. And we said that you took a screenshot of just where SpaceX was.
Yes.
Okay. Did you know prior to Chandler talking about it that their location
You're
in
lefty.
Florida?
No.
Okay. Exhibit number 508. We're looking at a $699,000 home in Florida. And you're kind of on the phone with Chandler. And is this what a FaceTime looks like when you're kind of in other apps while you're on FaceTime?
Yes.
And so is that Chandler in the top right?
Yes.
Were you talking to him about this at the time?
Yes.
Okay. I'm showing you exhibit 509. Here we're looking at a pool of another home. Is that Chandler in the top right?
Yes.
And same thing, you were talking to him about moving to Florida.
He's like
Yes.
legit talking to her, going, "Oh yeah, let's fly that one."
Hey,
What kind of conversations did you personally have? Not what other people said, but
I love
what did your family, your mom, your brother?
We have Miss Flower Housewife. How are you, hon?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Good. Hold on a minute. Just change things around a bit for a sec. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sal.
hi. How are you?
I've been here
Sorry.
earlier, but Sal was ignoring me.
I was not ignoring you.
I heard.
You were.
You were.
Pay attention. Oh, sorry. I got to turn this off.
No worries.
How's your streamy things been going?
All right. I'm trying to,
Huh?
I don't know. We're figuring it out.
Yeah, slowly, but we're getting through it.
By the time we get done with this trial, we'll have it figured out, right?
Yeah.
Look, you got fans.
Hi, Mel. Mel, I missed your premiere. I'll have to go back and watch it.
Whole
I
line.
want to know about the chocolate in the pants.
Yeah, apparently something happened with that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the story yet. Hi, Nick.
Nick, yeah. Oh, Nick, do you want to join us? We'll have a party. It might be a bit. Are you sleeping? Nick? What time of day is it for you?
I was like 80,000 a
Um,
year, and that would be enough to buy a $700,000 house.
I don't know how that works over
It's
there.
you could probably
mean,
afford a house half that.
It's not uncommon though. She's super young. It's not uncommon to
Yeah.
think you can afford more than you really can.
She wasn't very bright either.
Yeah, she's
No.
super naive.
Yeah.
She's lovely. I think she's really sweet. I just like she's 21 at
Yeah.
this point,
Right.
right? She met him 3 years earlier? God,
Something like
Yeah.
that.
like 18. And so and he's 24. Well, he was
Yeah.
24 when it happened.
Got a lot.
She was
So-
young and dumb and in love and
Full of hope.
So yeah, I mean,
Ambition.
really, yeah. No worries, Nick. Good to have you here. Also, that having you all here reminds me, and it's a good time whilst we're stopped, that Solomon is appearing on Legal Vices tonight.
oh yeah,
and in only a few hours. So make sure, Eris, would you mind, or Eris is still here, or is Lefty's here, and we've got a couple more here. One of you guys, would you mind please popping up a link to that stream? It's really important that we get as many people there to support as possible. And it's International, what is it?
wrongful
International-
conviction day.
yeah.
That's what it's called. And Nick Ricada is going to be there. Chandler, maybe some other people, but most importantly, Solomon's going to be there, and he's going to have the story of Zach's wrongful conviction. There's going to be some fundraising, and yes, it's going to be a really important stream. We need to keep momentum for his cause going, everybody. So yeah, that would be awesome. I think, what was that? Sorry? I think Franco was inquiring about tonight's show. I wonder if it was a fight. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be probably a couple of people, but there we go. Great job, Eris. Thanks for that. Yay. All right, let's keep going. Has everyone been taking notes? I know Farrell's very good at these.
Chandler would move down to Florida and start working. I would go at the end of August after my lease ended. And I celebrated my birthday in Madison. And Titusville isn't too far from where Disneyland is, and I was looking at pharmacy schools in Florida as well.
Did you talk to your friends about this plan?
She
Yes.
drugs them, he cooks them.
Is there any discussion of transportation or cars like that once you got down to Florida?
Yes,
Tell me about that.
Chandler had a car lined up for when he got down there already, and I was going to drive my car down.
Boy, she knows drugs. He knows about chopping bodies. They're the
Did you
perfect
ever
Dahmer
invite your
couple.
friends that were close to you and say, like, you can come down and visit when we're down there?
Yes,
What kind of things did you talk to them about doing?
going to Disneyland.
Whatever, you two.
Universal Studios, going fishing.
I think we saw in one of those prior texts that the SpaceX job was supposed to
Poor
begin in
cat.
June. Was that your understanding of the timing?
Yes,
Around the time it was supposed to start, did something happen that caused the
Oh,
delay?
hush, Murph.
yes.
What happened?
Mitch went to the hospital.
Chandler's brother?
Mhm.
And he testified and told everyone kind of about it. But in general, what was your understanding of what was going on?
His sugar levels were very high, and he had to be there for a couple days.
What did Chandler, did he tell you anything about whether that was going to delay SpaceX, or what the relationship between those two things are, Mitchell's illness and SpaceX?
He didn't want to leave while Mitch was ill.
Mitch was in the hospital for a couple days.
Yes.
At that point, did Chandler tell you, or did you know of any time he was supposed to now start SpaceX?
I don't remember.
Was it delayed?
Yes.
It's called mod jinxing.
After
And it's so cool.
Mitchell's hospitalization, did anything else happen that caused the delay in SpaceX?
I ended up going to the urgent care as well, and then Chandler fell.
Chandler was in the hospital.
Yes.
What did you know about Chandler falling?
He was running and slipped down the stairs, and then fell pretty hard and hit his head.
He hurt his noggin.
Did Chandler talk to you about his injury?
Yes.
What kind of
Chandler.
symptoms was he reporting he was feeling after the fall?
Tingles in his legs, sensitivity to light, severe headaches,
Weird.
weakness.
Was Chandler able to physically do normal things around that time?
No,
Yes,
What do you mean by that?
he had a hard time lifting things.
Probably is.
And quite often would get lightheaded.
Hey, this is not
Did
cat.
he carry heavy things from what you observed or knew?
No,
Drive long distances, things of that sort?
no,
Was he able to travel?
no.
Why do you say?
Because of the head injury and wearing the neck brace.
I'll show you a couple exhibits. 5'11", you know what 5'11" is?
Chandler in the emergency room.
And,
I'm
he's kind of got his hat over his head there.
Yes.
Did you see his photo eventually?
sure
How'd you
everyone's
get that
different
photo?
on the witness stand.
It
A normal lie,
was
but
sent to me.
Do you know who
Yeah.
sent it to you?
I believe it was Chandler or his mother.
no.
What's 5'12"?
Yeah, maybe is your hair covering your mic?
Yeah.
Ian?
Chandler was
Yeah,
with
it is.
Halderson and Mitch during
Okay.
the Father's Day brunch.
He's wearing the collar there.
Yes.
How's that?
5'13".
Much better.
Another photo of Chandler.
Much better, yeah. It happens.
5.
My hair.
13
I
and
look at
never.
my mic
Any objection?
sometimes.
They are received. They may be.
Did you order your mic yet that you were going to
Just so
order?
we're all looking at the same thing. You said this is a
All
photograph
that,
was
Um,
sent to you, Chandler, in the hospital, 5'11".
no, I haven't ordered it yet. I'm thinking about it.
Correct?
Correct.
Sorry, we got to do it twice. Kind of
Expensive.
worse. 5'12".
It's worse. Cover it back up.
Photograph of that's Chandler on the left side, correct?
Correct.
And then the middle is that
Full of your
Halderson?
shit.
Correct.
And on the right is that Mitchell?
Correct.
And that's where is that photo taken? Do you know?
In the living room by the kitchen.
In 5'15", another photograph of Chandler wearing that neck brace.
Correct.
What were you aware of in terms of like what the prognosis was for his injury? Like what was going to happen to him or what was going on?
He had a concussion, light sensitivity, and tingling in his legs.
Was it going to get better?
I guess at this point I'm gonna object. I need to use my.
I'll withdraw the question, the defense objective. Did Chandler tell you if he was going to get
He's
better?
not a
or
medical
symptoms weren't
expert
improving
or
around that
able
time?
to opine on
No.
fake injuries.
Was there any discussion about how the concussion and the injury was going to affect SpaceX?
He wouldn't be able to travel down there.
Tell me about anything you remember about that.
Oh,
discussion.
he wouldn't be able to travel to his fake job.
No.
Can you be more specific, please?
Yeah. What did Chandler specifically tell you about why he couldn't travel?
Because he was wearing the neck brace and he had a concussion, so he shouldn't be flying.
Poor
Some
guy.
questions before about American Family,
Yeah.
MATC.
Little
Did you
bugger.
ever see anything around Chandler's room, on his phone, any documents, records with the SpaceX or Tesla logo or anything like that?
No.
Talk a little about houses and things of that sort. Were you aware at any point if Chandler had rented an apartment?
Yes.
And tell me about that.
It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and he put a down payment for it.
What money?
And there's a little dog park, so I could bring my dog
Yeah,
Chewbacca down.
right. Down payment. Okay.
How did you know about this apartment?
Chandler sent me a link.
She
Did he
looks like
tell
a
you
ranch
whether he was
girl.
just looking at her, or if he had actually rented it?
That he rented it.
Did you yourself see a lease of any sort?
No.
Did you ever sign a lease?
No.
Oh, I just noticed your. Oh, that's grossy.
Is your only connection with this
What?
apartment is looking at
Your,
the
your logo cover.
Correct.
Oh, that it's some ribs.
Gross.
You don't like it?
We're gonna start talking about.
You should have had the. You should have had the Halderson hot dish up there.
At this point. And
Look, I
think I'm
can
gonna let
change
some of
it.
your Messages guide our
You need it? I have that picture
conversations, and be walking
somewhere.
Back and forth quite a bit.
Oh, please.
Um,
Hold on, let me look. I'll
to
find
show you
it.
what's been marked in this case
Oh.
is exhibit number 514. Just briefly, could you just page through that and tell us kind of what dates these text messages are from?
They're all on June 30th.
June 30th of 2021, right?
Correct.
And these are the messages between you and Chandler?
It's going slow enough that we can
I'll move
speed it up,
514
guys.
into evidence.
You can probably speed it up a little.
Give it a
I'll
shot.
bring up the same objection
Tell me
from
if
the
it's
select
right.
bar, but otherwise, no.
All right. And based upon the same ruling, they are received and they may be shown.
I'm going to start showing them and ask for some context because we're picked obviously in the middle of thousands of pages of messages maybe. But the first message is a message from you. To be honest, it's getting to the point where I want to text your mom directly. What was this about on June 30th, 3:18 in the afternoon?
About him
Yeah.
being
You
grounded and not
text your
being able to see me
24-year-old
or hang out.
boyfriend's mother.
What was your
How
understanding
dare
at the
you
time of
ground
what's going
him?
on from Chandler? What did he tell you? He was grounded.
Yes.
Were you wanting to see him?
Yes.
What did he tell you about whether he'd see you or not?
He couldn't
Because of what?
because I wasn't allowed over.
You communicated with Krista a lot, right?
Yes.
When you say that, was Chandler telling you that, or did you actually hear that from Krista or Bart?
From Chandler.
And you say, it's going to be a point where I want to text your mom directly. And Chandler
He's
says, "Can you read that for
24.
me?"
It's
50.
fine, B. That'll only piss them off more.
Yeah, he's
What does he
24.
say?
This weekend will be great.
That weekend was the 4th of July weekend coming up, right?
Correct.
You say, now we're still June 30th, we're about 3:19 in the afternoon. You say, okay. He says what?
Thanks, though.
And then on June 30th, you send this message text. What does that say?
We're not going to the cabin.
So in the realm of messages where the cabin, the first time the jury's seen that, how did this come up or what was going on where you sent this message?
I was under the impression that Mr. and Mrs. Halderson were going to the cabin for the 4th of July weekend.
Was that conversations or over the phone or in person you with Chandler, or was that?
Over the phone.
Okay. And you ask, we're not going to the cabin, are we? What does Chandler say?
No.
You say, I can ask if we can go to the farm, right?
Correct.
And that ended up coming to fruition. You did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You read that last message you sent?
That we can say my mom can care for you since they have a lot of stuff here that they use for Mike and Papa.
Your mom testified, who are Mike and
Yeah, I
Papa?
should
and
try
what did
that.
mean that there was stuff for them?
Sorry, I can't. I'm
Mike
grounded.
is his brother and Papa is her father. Papa is elderly. He is over 90 years of age. And Mike is wheelchair bound and needs help going to the restroom. And overall, my mom helps take care of them.
What kind of stuff were you talking about? There was stuff there.
Walkers. If he needed one of those stools that put over toilets so an elderly person can sit down and they don't have to squat so low since it's hard with knees.
I wonder if I think he might have actually been grounded though.
Was it your impression that Chandler would be assisted by some of those things?
I don't think he's lying.
Yeah, because his parents were
What?
weird. I mean, it's their house, so
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Hang on. He's trying to give a reason why.
So we'd be able to hang out since his
Might
mom's
go to
was
the
concerned
cabin.
about his injury.
So he may be making it up.
okay.
The next day, Thursday, July 1st, you work that day?
Can you repeat
Sure.
the date?
Sure, Thursday, July 1st, so before the 4th
Thursday.
of July weekend.
Correct.
You have a normal job, normal type of hours, right?
Correct.
Weekdays,
Correct.
hopefully just weekdays, right? Showing you what's been marked is exhibit number 516. And I know it's in a different form than usual, but in general, do you have an idea of what that is?
Yes.
What is that?
Snapchat messages.
Who are they with?
Chandler.
And Chandler's, to the best you can, I know.
You act like
you're
he would
okay,
lie
but
about
what does
something
Chandler
like
say?
that, Lefty.
Chazzle Dazzle.
Chazzle Dazzle. And significant parts of this are redacted out. In the
Sure.
course of sending Snapchat, sometimes you send just in general people sending pictures back and forth. And part of what we've done in this is just redact any photographs. We really thought we could, right?
Correct.
I kept them on though, just to prove that's you, right?
Yes.
Is 516 Snapchat messages between July 1st and July 7th between you and Chandler?
Correct.
All right, I'll move 516 into evidence.
Any objection?
Same objection as the text messages.
Saying ruling that it is received, may be published.
Like, really?
And you should tell us about Snapchat. I don't know what everyone's
Negotiable.
understanding is. Of different ages. Some people have Snapchat, some people don't.
I'll
Just in general, what is
allow
Snapchat?
it.
Snapchat is a social media app where you can send photos with titles, or you can send messages through the chat part of the app.
And what is one of the features of Snapchat that it's primarily known for that text messages maybe aren't?
They aren't generally saved.
They delete, right?
Correct.
Is there a way to manually save messages or photos on Snapchat?
Yes.
And is it easy or is it hard?
I find it easy.
What do you do?
You hold on the text and you select save.
And
I was thinking
if
the
you
same
save a
thing,
message,
not Irish.
if you're communicating right now with Snapchat,
Must be
with your friends,
humiliated.
and they send you a snap, if you click on it and look and do nothing, that message will delete, right?
Sometimes.
But if you could manually save it, right? Like put your finger down and saving it.
Correct. Or if you change settings to delete within 24 hours.
Sometimes when you snap with Chandler, one or both of you would save,
Correct.
and those messages are what we're looking at here, right?
Correct.
Okay. Would you say Snapchat is your primary form of communication with Chandler?
One of them.
So I'm going to display 516, and we'll start going through some things here in a second. But we left one photograph on just to prove that's you, right?
Correct.
Okay. We'll redact the rest. And for obvious reasons, we don't everything coming out. But on July 1st of 2021, at 7:11, you get a message, right, from Chandler?
Correct.
What does it say?
How do you sleep?
You say, I slept good. How did you sleep? And how does he respond?
I hardly slept.
He gives you kind of an emoji face. You say, I'm sorry, B. Why? Can you read Chandler's message back to you after you say why?
I don't know. Stuff hasn't really been going well for me lately, so I'm trying to plan for the next day to fuck me over.
Okay. After that, Chandler sends another message, and we'll try to get it in the right spot. And can you read that?
Yeah, I just had a great future planned and it's falling apart.
And you say, no, it's not. You're going to be okay. You're reassuring, right?
Correct.
You respond, you're going to go to Florida. You even said it's probably just the brace, probably just the brace, right?
Correct.
He says, thanks. You say, of course, I love you, and I'm here to keep your booty in check.
Correct.
Now we're up to 7:55 in the morning. Right after you say that, Chandler say back to you.
There's a bit of a glare.
Sure.
Thank you. Will you leave me even if it doesn't work? Worded bad, but you understand.
You respond, no, I wouldn't. And he says,
I won't stop trying.
you say, like, Florida would be so dope and nice, but I'm not dating you for money. I love you tons.
Correct.
What does he say?
I love you a ton too. By the way, I'm not giving up. I'm just worried.
You say, don't worry. Love, don't be worried, love. It'll work out.
Correct.
And he says, thank you. You say, of course. Now we're up to 8:30. He says, you helped me a ton.
Correct.
Other than these messages, these Snapchat morning, were you and Chandler communicating by phone or anything else around 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning on July 1st of 2021 that you remember?
I don't remember.
Now that's a weekday. I think you said you're working that day.
Correct.
About what time do you go to work?
8:30 since I was working close.
And if you had to work at 8:30, is that what time you would leave or what time you'd get there?
I have to be clocked in by 8:30.
What time do you have to leave where you're staying then to get to work by 8:30?
Around 8 o'clock, 8:10.
When you're at work, I think we all maybe send an occasional message or two, but are you frequently on your phone a lot at work or only when you just have a second?
Oh, here we
When I have a
go.
minute,
Do you have a busy job?
I do.
Imagine if they showed how much she actually
At some
probably
point that
takes
day, you and
for
Chandler
both.
switch back to texting as well, right?
Correct.
Showing that's been marked in this case is exhibit number 515. Look at a message. Can you tell me what date these messages are?
July 1st, 2021.
All right. And this appear to be a couple pages of text messages between you.
Correct.
515 into evidence.
Any objection? Other than standing objection?
No.
They are received.
She's grinning under the mask. It was me.
Maybe try one more light on, Joe. We'll see if we can't get this. Worse than ever. Oh, there we go. All right. Can you see that cat or no?
Correct, I can.
Okay. I'm going to try and fix things up a little bit. Starts with just you talking, and eventually there's a message from Chandler on the 1st at 1:02 p.m. And I'll move it down to the light. But can you tell me what that message says?
Sorry, forgot to tell you, but Mom did okay you hanging out with us all weekend.
Sorry, and I think I said Chandler. I meant you. Right. Did you send a message to Chandler?
I did.
Okay. Your mom. Okay, you guys hanging out.
Correct.
Was that at the farm and things like that?
Correct.
Chandler responds, awesome. And what do you say back to him?
Yeah, so convince your parents hard.
And that was at 1:03 on the 1st. What did you mean by that? Convince your parents hard.
I meant to convince his parents to let us hang out.
Why would he need to convince his parents based on what you knew at the time? What was going on?
He wasn't able to hang out around that time.
Get it?
And then at 1:03, just after that, Chandler sends you a message. What does that say?
I overheard that they might go to the cabin with their friends, but IDK.
So that was kind of following up on the possibility of the cabin from yesterday on the 30th. There's kind of more conclusive.
Correct.
Okay. What time did you get off work? What time did you get off work generally? Or if you know what time did you get off that day?
5 o'clock.
Cool,
You
Dave.
did
I'm
that,
not
Dave.
turning
You
back
did.
down again. Sorry about that.
I don't remember.
Do you and Chandler FaceTime a lot?
Yes.
Kind of a weird question, but I have to ask. Did you sometimes FaceTime when you guys were showering?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes you take screenshots of Chandler.
Yes.
You took a lot of screenshots on your phone, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm showing you the mark in this case is 517. Is that one of those screenshots?
Yes.
I wonder
Did
if
you
I can
take
get Cap's
that
phone
night,
data.
sometime after you got home from work, while FaceTiming with Chandler?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move 517 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
It's not a nude photograph, too, though, for the court.
I'm sorry?
It's
Not a nude photograph.
Oh, I understand.
Please no.
Maybe.
And just briefly,
Please, no.
that's kind of the FaceTime setup, but that's Chandler. And the background, does that appear to be the shower at the Halderson home?
Yes.
Yeah, a big shower in the house.
Yes.
Ooh,
And
my eyes.
it's Chandler looking at
That
his phone
is
and using that
sexy.
screenshot.
Oh,
You snapped that
gross.
screenshot?
Yes.
Okay.
Chazzle.
Oh.
Did you have any plans to hang out with Chandler that night, as far as you remember?
Not that night.
Okay. But you were communicating a lot.
Correct.
Get some schmucksy time in the
Later that
shower.
night, at some point, Judge, if you could turn the lights on just briefly for the courthouse. Some additional messages.
Right.
Around 8:30 at night, Chandler sent you a couple of messages. Could you just, there's one with an emoji, but could you read out the two that have
Young
S?
love.
Baby, I need you.
Baby, I need you.
Rawr.
Did you know what that was in
I
reference
need
to?
you too, baby.
I don't know.
I need you to
And
come over and help me cut up my
Later,
parents.
there's discussion of him looking at your
So,
Snapchat location.
you're creepy.
Wondering where you were.
Correct.
And I think I said 8, but it's in military time, so that would be 6:30-ish or so.
Which exhibit were those in? Constance?
Sure. I was referencing exhibit 516.
Oh, really, Lefty?
After
I've tried
God,
that.
how long
actually.
ago
Chandler sends you a message.
did I make
"Baby,
that
I
damn
need you."
thing?
Do you recall talking to him after that verbally on the phone?
I've tried that with my graphic design streams, Lefty. And actually, I got a couple things out of that. So just
I don't recall.
That's super trendy.
We talked, I think I mentioned something about Snapchat locations. It's another feature of Snapchat have anything to do
He
with
is
your
the
location.
trend master.
Can you repeat that?
Is there a location feed on Snapchat with your friends that you can look at their location?
Correct, yes.
Can you tell us about that?
You can select certain friends to view your location, or anyone who is on your friends list to view it.
In your and Chandler's relationship, was that something you did with each other?
Correct.
And was it reciprocal? Both of you did that?
Correct.
When this was going on during your relationship, was it your intention that anytime you'd open Snapchat, you'd in theory be able to see exactly where he was?
Correct.
And him is for you?
Correct.
Were you aware at all of what Chandler's plans were the night of the first, when you were either FaceTime while he was in the shower or any conversation? He talked at all about what he was doing that night?
That he was taking care of the dogs and he's going to make dinner.
Did you mention, or do you recall if he said anything about where his parents were on that day?
He said they were doing a grocery pickup. May I have a break?
You may.
This is a good time to take a break. I think we can. We're approaching, I try to do them every 90 minutes, and we're pretty close to that. And sometimes the after lunch break can come a little earlier and be less. So let's take 10 minutes, both for the jury and for the witness and the parties. Randy? All right, for the jury.
Now, I believe that whoever made this video didn't cut this break for me.
About your testimony while we're on the break, and we'll take 10 minutes and reassemble. Thank you.
And weirdly enough, when they came back, it went straight into cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Attorney Vera.
Thank you. Kat, is it okay if I call you Kat?
Yes.
I just have a couple questions for you, so I won't keep you here super long. We saw a lot of screenshots and pictures that you provided law enforcement. It's not unusual for you to take screenshots and have a lot of pictures of your activities, correct?
No.
And we're just focusing on a particular time frame, but as far as photographs and screenshots, that's about what you do any other week, correct?
Correct.
I want to take you back to the Halderson household for a little bit. You've probably been there about at least a dozen times. Is that fair?
Yes.
Probably more.
Mm-hmm.
So you're familiar with the layout of the home?
Yes.
And you're probably familiar with how the Haldersons kept the home.
Ask for a break.
So you're familiar with the fact that they didn't have an AC unit, correct?
Correct.
And this summer was particularly hot, correct?
Wesley, her mom did.
So when you were around during summer, it wasn't unusual for them to have their windows open.
Not unusual at all.
You don't
they were also doing renovations around that time, correct?
Correct.
We've seen a couple of pictures of the home, and there were what I'll refer to as blankets that were covering some of the furniture. That's not unusual, correct?
Not at all.
And do you know why the blankets were there?
Miss Halderson liked protecting the couches from the dogs because they would jump on there, especially once coming outside.
So that was probably something that was kept year round throughout the house.
The books on the couches? Correct.
Thank you. Now, as far as the time you spent with the Haldersons, it sounded like you spent a lot of time with them there as a family, if you will, correct?
Correct.
So you've probably had a couple meals with them?
Correct.
And would you agree with me that the Haldersons enjoyed cold beverages?
Correct.
And they, you mentioned during your direct that in one of the freezers there was a bag of ice.
Correct.
It's not unusual for them to have bags of ice in their household.
No, it's not unusual.
And is that because there was?
Is it unusual for them to have body parts?
Or did they even have an ice maker?
The ice maker in the fridge in the kitchen was always broken, and they had a tiny ice maker, a little portable one, but it was slow at making ice.
So sometimes Chandler would go get some ice from Quick Trip. I think that was the nearest place.
Correct.
And sometimes Krista would do that too.
Correct.
Maybe even Bart.
Is that a place?
Correct.
You mentioned dogs, and we kind of heard about the dog for a bit. So the Haldersons had 2 dogs, correct?
Yes, Rizzo and Izzy.
And a couple of times we've heard that maybe perhaps they were kept in the garage when people were coming over. In your experience, would you describe the dogs, and maybe one in particular, as anxious?
Yes.
Maybe jumpy?
Yes.
A bit afraid?
Yes.
That was both of the
You,
dogs or
I
just one
sent
dog?
it to you
Rizzo.
Rizzo, and she's the oldest one or the youngest
in
one?
Discord.
And that was just her personality,
Okay.
correct?
Correct.
Was she nice with you? Did she approach you?
It took her a long time. Yes.
But eventually she warmed up to you.
Yes.
And in particular,
I have a
around
Foggiest
this
idea where I
time,
saved
because
it
it's 4th of July.
on
There
my
were a lot of
computer.
fireworks going off, correct?
Correct.
And that just made her anxious, getting-ish worse.
Correct.
And as far as the dogs go, Chandler loved these dogs, correct?
Correct.
He took good care of these dogs.
Correct.
You mentioned that I think it was Izzy that fell down the stairs and he stayed with her to make sure she was okay. Or was that the other Rizzo?
Izzy who fell.
And as far as Chandler goes, you would agree with me that
probably
he's
do,
generally a
David.
quiet individual,
Correct.
reserved.
Correct.
You probably bring out more of his personality.
Correct.
We also saw a lot of pictures that you two took together. Was that something that you did often?
Correct.
And you would also agree with me that he's a pretty nerdy guy.
Correct.
He loves Star Wars.
Correct.
Did you already have Chewbacca before you met Chandler, or did he help you out with that?
I got Chewbacca about 3 weeks after dating Chandler, but I named him.
You guys had a bond with that with Star Wars.
Yes, I had an action figure collection that he liked.
I have no further questions for you. Thank you.
Any redirect?
Can I approach me?
Sure.
Take one.
Hey, that's not supposed to be there. Go away. Don't look so sad, cat.
Nick. He loved German Shepherds.
That dude there decided one day that he was tired of living with his parents and he decided to shoot them and chop them up.
And taste them.
And he had trouble getting rid of them, put them in the fire, and that didn't really work. All the fat sort of splattered out and
All
blew the
because they
fireplace up.
wanted him to have a job or be going to school.
Yeah, kind of Joel Guy, College Eye Jr., similar story, because they were supporting him. And they didn't fit in the fire, so he was left with some limbs and stuff. And then he sort of scattered them around the place. Girlfriends, mothers, girlfriends, property, and Lake Wisconsin. On the sort of bank of Lake Wisconsin. And he was pretty stupid about it. Kind of left everything everywhere.
He was very stupid about it. Took some out to the
Incredibly
girlfriend's
stupid about
mom's girlfriend. Took some to like his favorite place to go hang out in the summertime.
Yeah. Yeah, just left shit everywhere, basically.
Left his Snapchat locations on when he went out to do it.
Yeah.
You mentioned the
It's not really a
Halderson
whodunit.
small ice machine in the room.
Yes.
Which, when you say small, what do you mean by that? Like, how quickly would it produce ice?
Maybe like about 3 of these wide and maybe 3 stacks. It was not big, and it created little ice cubes that you would just scoop and put in your drink, and you would have to constantly add water to keep it going.
The July 1st or July 2nd, around the time, you said the Halderson sometimes would buy ice, though, if they needed more. Around that time, do you know the reason why Chandler would have needed 20 or more pounds of ice, more than what was able to be produced at the house in that ice maker?
Wow.
You repeat
Yay!
Do you know of any reason Chandler, for his own purposes, needed 20 or more pounds of ice around July 1st this year?
Oh, that nearly fits. I'll just move it over a little bit. But yeah, cool. I love it.
I can move it. I still have it up.
Nice. Hey, Alex Lynch muted.
Not that I can think of, no.
And
She
around the time
is.
you had brought a bit of ice to the house too, right?
She's a cute ninja. She has many fans.
So there was the ice maker, there was the bag you bought, and then if I ask you if Chandler had bought 2 more bags of ice in the house at that time.
Yes.
No further questions.
And I'll just note for the record that I think it's fair to say the dimensions was approximately a foot by foot cube is what I'm gathering from my angle of view. Any problem with that?
No.
Anything, any dispute with from the defense?
No.
May this witness be excused?
She's excused.
Is she
She's
released from her subpoena?
excused. That's it. Do you know what that means,
that
people?
You are finished testifying here today, but you're still under the state's subpoena and the defense, if the defense has one, and that you can't discuss your testimony with anyone, and you'll have to wait to find out from the party subpoenaing you when you're released or whether you're being recalled. All right? Thank you so much for your time. You can go ahead and exit. We'll take one more witness.
No, we won't be. No, we won't be. No, we won't be. Okay, so co-hosts, panel, hello.
Hold on. Put that back up there. I was trying to see how far over I needed to move it. This should work.
No, that's all right. So what we're gonna do is I'm just going to be. Hang on a minute. Oh. Okie dokie. Time is counting down. We're nearly there.
What are you doing now?
Needs to get ready. What are we doing now? Look.
Oh, you're doing your. So, well, I'm not looking. I'm fixing this.
That's cool. No, don't worry about it because it won't.
Okay.
It won't go over this. We can do it next time. Everyone, get ready! Get ready! Get ready! It's time! It's time! It's time! And Sal, hurry up! Come back, Sal. We need you. We need you. Everyone needs to play. Oh, Mel, pull over. Pull over. This is important. 55 seconds left.
Mel was driving. I thought you meant Sal was driving. I'm like, what?
No, Mel's driving. Sal, no, don't be right back. Be here now. Be here now. Now's the time. Anyone who's in Salvador's chat, this is important. If you're in Salvador's chat, get over into my chat now. Yes, Eris, you're telling people you have to be over into my chat now because I don't think it works if you're in Sal's chat.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
No, cool. Okay, so you need to be ready. And you have to be fast too, guys, because if everyone gets the same answer to the questions, the first person gets it. Okay, the worst panel member ever is Phil. Oh, God, you can fight later, people. Children, fight later. Charlie's back, finally. Okay.
Told you.
Question 1. Cat went into the basement to grab what from the freezer? 1, spare ribs. 2, salmon. 3, ice cream and soda. 4, a bag of ice. Alex Sledge, you can't put D. You have to put 1, 2, 3, or 4. Cat went into the basement to grab what from the freezer? 1, spare ribs.
No.
2,
It was
salmon. 3, ice cream and soda. 4, a bag of
It was
ice.
3, not 4.
Hey, no spoilers.
Sal.
Wait.
Hey, Sal, you're on music duty.
Oh.
Co-host. Errol, Mellender, Alex Lade, Irish, Jackpot, MG Law, and one other. Oh, people got tripped up on the bag of ice. And Carlene thought it was salmon. That's fair enough. They did mention salmon. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and okay. This is a photo question. This photo was taken 1, when the brothers got out of hospital. 2, during a Father's Day brunch. 3, at Mitchell's birthday dinner. Or 4, after a whole day session of Mario Kart. This photo was taken 1, when the brothers got out of hospital. 2, during a Father's Day brunch. 3, at Mitchell's birthday dinner. Or 4, after a whole day session of Mario Kart. Crickets.
It's Jamie when we need her.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, wow, people are paying attention. Good job. I didn't think anyone heard that. I really thought when that testimony was going on that you guys all missed that. So I'm really impressed. Well done. Beryl first, MG Law second, Alex Sledge third, Mel fourth. Hey, Mel, did you pull over the car just to do this? Good on you, man. Nice. Cat's dog's name is 1, Rizzo, 2, Izzy, 3, Chewbacca, or 4, Bubba.
Oh,
Cat's dog's name is 1, Rizzo, 2, Izzy, 3, Chewbacca, or 4, Bubba.
Bubba.
I have no idea.
Yeah, she took in Murdaw's dog.
Oh Lord.
Uncle Good.
I didn't even hear that one.
Or is it Kitty?
Yeah, I think his dog's name was Bubba.
She just looks like somebody would have an Izzy for a pet, so.
Well, she was thinking of her parents when she named it. Leslie.
Bubba. There's always going to be a Bubba in every trial, right?
Yeah, well, especially in South Carolina.
Yep.
Oh, was it Chewbacca?
Chewbacca. No, I didn't have any clue. I didn't listen to that part apparently.
I got this. Half Irish. Well done. Nice. And online got it, and Colleen got it. Nice.
They cheated.
They cheated by listening?
Yes.
Yeah. Izzy and Rizzo were actually Halderson's dogs.
Oh, I knew there was an Izzy.
Yeah. Chandler was texting Kat about being grounded on 1, June 30th, 2, June 29th, 3, July 2nd, or 4, July 1st. Chandler was texting Kat about being grounded on 1, June 30th, 2, June 29th, 3, July 2nd, or 4, July 1st.
I don't know.
Think about it. Hey, Dolly.
That's not the answer, MG.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
You cheated, Sal.
No, you didn't. You guys just lucky. You just lucked out. Did you legit just luck out?
Look it up. No, I didn't look it up. I guess.
No, did you
I
luck
thought-
out?
Oh, lockout?
Luck
Yes, he
out.
guessed.
Oh, I thought it was
yeah.
either the first one or the second one.
Right. Chandler's Snapchat name is 1, Hubby, 2, Chazzle Dazzle, 3, Chaz, or 4, Chandler. Chandler's Snapchat name is 1, Hubby, 2, Chazzle Dazzle, 3, Chaz, or 4, Chandler.
Oh, no, never mind. I got it wrong. That's what her name for him was.
I love this. I don't know what my co-host is doing, but
I'm
he's
cleaning-
not on it.
I'm cleaning schmutz from the cat's eyes.
I know. We were all thinking about his name she saved him as.
He won, so. Like, Chandler's one thing to be cat's eye, and he wins, but he doesn't play the music. Sal, Alex Sledge, MG Law, Jackpot, Huff Irish, David, and 3 other people all got that right. Yes, this is where Chazzle Dazzle came from, everybody. His Snapchat name. Okay, of the Halderson dogs, and this is the last one. Of the Halderson dogs, one is anxious and jumpy. Is it the youngest one, the oldest one, the little one, or the gassy one? Sorry, this isn't the last question. This is the second last question. Of the Halderson dogs, one is anxious and jumpy. Is it 1, the youngest one, 2, the oldest one, 3, the little one, or 4, the gassy one?
That's Mo's dog. Or cat.
Her cat. Sure, her cat.
Ooh, a few answers going on here.
Babu's playing with us.
Hey, we won it. Yay! I'm doing well. And Dave. Nice. And
MLS
I
is
was
just
lying.
projecting.
There are 2 more questions. Oh, Wesley, you're not able to play. Oh, well, I've got to go, got to eat and get the kids to Taekwondo. Oh, MG, but you were doing well.
Hi, MG.
Bye. Kat thought Chandler was going to make how much money a year at SpaceX? 1, $800,000. 2, $80,000. 3, $699,000. Or 4, $180,000. Kat thought Chandler was going to make how much money a year at SpaceX? 1, $800,000. 2, $80,000. 3, $699,000. Or 4, $180,000. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, and do it again.
Yay.
Hey, almost everyone got it. $80,000. Beryl was straight in there. She knew it, and she was like, bang. And Sal was second. And then
Woke
Alex
got
Ledge and
confused.
Jackpot
That was
and
like
oh,
the
nine
cost of the
red.
house.
It was what?
Woke was got confused. He was thinking the cost of the house. 800,000.
800. No, that was her first answer. She said 800,000. She goes, oh no, 80,000. The cost of the house was 699,000.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Name which item was not placed on the witness stand. 1, a white jug. 2, a stack of plastic cups. 3, a roll of tissue paper. Or 4, a blue water decanter. Haha. Name which item was not on the witness stand. A white jug, 1. A stack of plastic cups, that's 2. 3, a roll of tissue paper. 4, a blue water decanter.
Well, do you mean tissue paper is in toilet paper?
It looked like a roll of toilet paper, yeah,
Okay.
tissue paper, whatever it was. That was a bit late for me to say that. It was a really cluttered witness stand. There was so much stuff.
David cheated.
Oh dear, it's not possible to do this one. You can't go back in time.
See, I was thinking in actual tissues, and I knew those would have been on the witness stand. That's weird.
Yep, no. Go back and look.
What is
It looks like a roll of tissue, like an actual toilet roll. You
Toilet
can see
paper?
it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not toilet paper, surely. Like, it can't be.
Well, that's
it
what my
must be
dad
like
uses. It's weird.
tissue paper or something. So I just
Yeah.
said tissue paper. It's a roll. Clearly a roll.
Good job, Half Irish.
We have a new winner.
Good job.
Yes, with 6 correct answers. Then we have Alex Lynch, mutant, and we have Salvador on 5 there. So you guys are both on 5, and you must have both
Cheated.
pretty much tied, similar for timing. And then we have Jackpot Springs, Carlene. You guys both on 5 there. And then we have Online Red and David both on 4. 6. Okay, so you're
And
slightly
Dave.
behind Online Red. And then we have Dave on 4 and Feral Housewives. Oh, you're only on 3. But
I know.
you
didn't pay
were far from the ones that you were on, because you know when you know them, you just go boom. And MG Law also on 3, Mel on 3, Murph on 2, Mimsy on 2, and I finally worked out how to say your name, Mimsy. And Wesley, there you are on 1.
Lefty.
Where's Lefty? Next time you do what? Next time you do this.
You're such a dick.
Oh, boo. Oh, boo.
You're
Did you
such a
say?
jerk.
Scoot the computer again. I'm
You're
getting canny. What does that mean? Oh,
Laid?
Oh,
do you mean
Canny.
this? Do you mean my
No, Sal.
lucky number 7? Thanks for playing, Dave. It's good to have you here. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thank you so much for turning up. It's been fantastic. It has been so much fun. All right, so Harp Irish, the screen capture will be in the Discord. It'll be in the Making More Simple Network Discord. Eris, oh, you've gone and put it there. You are so far ahead. Membership has its privileges. Join the MLS network and keep in touch with all the streaming favorites. Get your membership here. Fantastic. So if you're not already a member of the Making More Simple network, then all you got to do is click that link and press join. And then you got to go and join the Discord, and then you can have all of the benefits of that. Plus, if you become a winner on these leaderboards, you get to download them.
Guys, my
friends.
doorbell just went off. Do you know if I insulted Hillary Clinton today?
What?
Why, somebody knocking on your door?
Yeah, my doorbell just went off.
Probably.
Hillary Clinton.
You don't get the joke?
No.
She's unalived over 60 people.
Well,
Like, every
now
one
the
around
doorbell's for that.
61. Like,
I'm so lost.
like people in her circle that have dirt on her are suddenly found and is ruled as unalive. Self-deletion. Like,
Really?
2 shots to the back of the head. Oh, looks like it's a self-deletion to me. A lot of plane crashes too. Yeah, one guy like had 2 shots to his head, 1 to the
Sal.
Sorry. We'll go over the list
I have
on another
no
stream.
idea what you're talking about. Lexi, if you want to get a gifted membership, what you need to do is
Carol and I
go
can do
onto one of David's live streams and
Right,
make sure you have
Iris?
gifted memberships turned on. And then you will definitely at some point get a gifted membership, and then you can test out being on the Discord. And I'm sure once you are on there and enjoying all the perks of membership, then there is absolutely no way that you'll ever want to leave. Never want to leave. Yes, that was fun. Absolutely. And you're going to go back to what? Milking a stool. Oh, what?
A new
Okay.
milking stool.
A new milking. Good. God, that was bad.
Are you kidding me? I pay for my membership with David.
He keeps saying that you
simply
get
relapse.
gifted memberships.
It
So
relapsed.
I don't know. I think what happens is you've got other accounts, don't you? Did they get gifted membership? Is that what happened?
Anymore.
Yeah.
No, my main
All right.
program twice. But yeah.
Anyway, I have to grip something. Just a minute. Tomorrow, this 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, 2-pack.
Oh yes.
2-pack for dummies and Aussies is tomorrow. Oh my god, where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link?
You have it, not us.
I don't have it. Where is somebody help? Before I end the stream and I look like a dick.
Chill out. I got it. Settle down, young one.
He is pretty defensive over that.
Who, me?
He's salty about going to jail.
Who?
Sal.
Oh,
We
right.
put him in
Okay.
Discord jail.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Oh.
I'll put them on Discord. Okay, and let's talk just for 1 minute. We have things to talk about. So, Beryl, first, how about you? Grift away.
I don't
Solo.
really. Sal and I are doing that. Listen to you.
What?
Stop that.
Okay. Sorry. I'll just get back to normal.
Yeah.
We're doing
You can
the
come
Matthew
back.
Moore trial. I'm not sure when we're gonna go again because you have your thing tomorrow. So I don't know.
Oh no,
We'll
mine's
figure it
not till
out.
8 p.m. Mine's not till 8 p.m.
Okay, we might. I don't know. I've talked to Sal. We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah.
Someday this
Yeah.
week we'll do some more.
Yep.
We're about halfway through
yeah.
now, so
Yeah.
just go ring the bell on my channel and it'll alert you when we go
just ring the
live.
bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. Babu the Aussie cat. Sal.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, Dolly Talk, subscribe to me. God damn it.
I know, right?
Dolly Talk is my channel, cover court cases. Doing Mark Jensen at the moment. I'm not going to say anything yet. Let's just say some exciting developments have happened.
Did you
And
get
we're-
pain?
Not quite,
Did you
but
get
it's
Not
it's
quite.
very,
You either
very-
get them or you don't get them.
It's very, very, very juicy. Let's just say that.
Ew.
So yeah, well, EU. When was your special stream?
Oh,
Tomorrow.
you mean my
Aussie one?
the 2-pack one?
Yeah, no, the other one.
Oh, you mean
Was
the
that- Next Saturday or the one after?
yeah, okay. So the Postcard Bandit is going to be the 14th of October.
14.
So that is still 2 weeks away.
Okay.
But that's really exciting. So I'm going to be running that with a star-studded panel of guests. And that one is all about a extremely brazen bank robber from the 90s here in Australia who would leave mementos of for the cops, showing that he had escaped and was having a great time around Australia. So yeah, basically. So that's in 2 weeks' time. So definitely get on and hit the notification bell on that one. But tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have 2-pack for dummies and Aussies. Valhalla is coming. David is coming. This one is coming.
You're pointing the wrong way.
I'm
This one
gonna
is
come.
coming.
We're all coming.
And maybe some more guests. Beryl, do you want to come? Want to come?
8
I'll let you
p.m.
know. I'll let you know.
Yeah, she's like, no.
No,
I gotta wash my hands.
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. Yeah, it's basically if you know nothing about the 2-pack saga and you want to have a bit of a sort of overview of it, some of the rumors that have happened over the years, and now how we got to this point where we actually have an arrest.
What if
from
you
an
just
outsider's
left
point of
Tupac
view.
behind in the 90s?
Yeah.
Where he belongs.
or if, like, the thing is, like, there might be a trial soon, so it would be kind of cool to just have some kind of background to it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting, and I'm really pleased to have Val's never, I don't think, been on my channel, so it's nice to have him as a guest.
Sure.
And so just a bit of fun. and that'll be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But most importantly, tonight is going to be the one to watch over on Vices, and that is Solomon for the International Wrongful Conviction Day. So make sure you're there for that, guys. And that is only in a couple of hours. How long will that be? Is it 8 o'clock now? My time, sorry.
It's 6 o'clock.
9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, in about 3 hours time.
Or
3 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so see all you guys over there. Thank you everyone for coming. Congrats to the winners. Congrats to everybody for playing. And thank you for sharing the love today and just having a great time. Now, and also Farrell, thank you for popping in.
Yeah.
Nice
It
of
was
you
fun.
for coming in from chat.
I was busy the whole time, but it was fun.
No worries.
Cool. Alrighty. And also the mods. I like to just thank the mods
Seriously.
for doing everything that they do. You guys are fantastic. All right. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Have a great day.